Ever wonder what was going through a samurai's mind right before a duel? Let's get into it.
For the samurai, you see, the real fight was all in the mind. This quote says it all.
This gets to the heart of their mindset, finding total calm in the middle of absolute chaos.
This state of mind, Mushin, wasn't just some abstract idea. It was literally the key to survival.
Mushin means no mind. The goal was to be like a clear mirror, just reflecting, not thinking.
So, how did they get there? It took incredible discipline, deeply rooted in Zen Buddhist practices.
The whole point was to clear out all that mental noise. That's when the body could act perfectly. Instead of overthinking, they learned to feel an opponent's ki, their life force. It's about sensing, not calculating.
Okay, so if the battle is all in the mind, when does the sword actually move?
It all comes down to one single, explosive moment, a strike they called EI.
EI is the art of that one perfect strike. It's pure action born from total stillness.
Like a striking snake, that perfectly captures a body moving without fear or ego getting in the way.
But wait, it's not over. What happens after the strike is just as important.
This is zanshin, or lingering mind, staying totally aware even after you think you've won.
Because dropping your guard, even for a second, could be your last mistake. It was that serious.
So you see, this wasn't just learning to fight, it was a complete re-engineering of the self.
The goal was to become a perfect instrument of combat, to literally become one with the blade.
In the end, all that's left is the blade itself, acting through a human vessel. Just pure awareness.
A samurai's greatest weapon? It wasn't the sword. It was a mind forged for combat.
For the samurai, you see, the true battle was never on the field. It was within.
Their real opponent was that nagging internal voice, the one filled with doubt and fear.
So they sought a state called Mushin, or no mind, a pure, fluid consciousness.
It's the difference between a mind that thinks and a mind that simply is.
But achieving Mushin, well, that took a lifetime of discipline, far beyond swordsmanship.
These elegant arts were actually precise mental tools, each one designed to dismantle the ego.
Every discipline shared one single purpose: to cut out all the unnecessary mental noise.
The goal wasn't to add more, but to take away, leaving a calm, polished void.
So what happens when that voice is finally gone? This is where it gets lethal.
Action becomes instantaneous, a perfect, immediate reflection of your will. That fatal flicker of doubt between thought and action, it's just gone.
We'd call this a flow state, but for them, it was a flow state engineered for combat.
They moved with a clarity born from thousands of hours spent just silencing their own mind. This very question defined the samurai during one of Japan's longest eras of peace.
It all started in the 17th century. The Tokugawa shogunate unified Japan, kicking off the peaceful Edo period.
And get this era of stability lasted for over 2.5 centuries. That's a long time.
You'd think this would be great news, right? Nope. For the samurai, it was an existential crisis.
Yeah, just look at this contrast. Their entire world was turned upside down.
Basically, the fire of battle that made them who they were just went out. It was gone.
And their sword, the most important tool of their trade, it became little more than a status symbol.
So all that intense warrior discipline, it had to be channeled somewhere else now. So a fierce warrior had to become a bureaucrat, a poet, things they'd never trained for.
To cope, they started writing things down. Their moral code, Bushido, was really born in this peacetime.
Bushido became a way to keep that warrior spirit alive and, well, justify their own existence.
And this wasn't just a samurai problem. Their internal struggle ended up reshaping all of Japanese culture.
Take wabi-sabi. It's all about finding beauty in imperfection, a totally new focus for a warrior.
So the samurai spirit never really died. It just seeped into everything: art, discipline, even work culture. And that intense focus on loyalty, it actually became the blueprint for the ideal corporate employee.
But let's not forget, behind this huge cultural shift were individual people facing a painful transition.
And it really went one of two ways. Some adapted, becoming artists. Others simply couldn't.
Their story is just incredible proof of how powerful and adaptable the human mind can be.
But it's also a warning, right? The very thing that made them perfect warriors became their downfall.
And we're left with this paradox, a mind that was master of its reality, yet a prisoner of its own code.